Hello everyone, welcome to Recap Motion. Today, I'm going to tell you about the film Ford vs. Ferrari. This exciting movie explores the fierce competition between Ford and Ferrari in the world of motorsport, highlighting the triumph of human ingenuity and perseverance. Let's dive into this thrilling story. The film opens in the early 1960s, with Ford Motor Company facing a decline in sales and struggling to attract younger consumers. To change its image, Ford aims to enter the world of motorsport. They decide to challenge Ferrari, which is known for its dominance in racing, particularly at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ford's executives want to create a racing car that can defeat Ferrari and showcase Ford's engineering prowess. Carroll Shelby, played by Matt Damon, is introduced as a former race car driver turned automobile designer. After achieving success with his own car company, Shelby gets approached by Lee Iacocca, a rising executive at Ford. Iacocca believes that Shelby has the design skills and racing experience necessary to build a car that can rival Ferrari's unbeatable machines. Initially reluctant, due to his previous experiences with corporate politics, Shelby eventually agrees to take on the challenge, seeing it as a chance to revive his passion for racing. To make his dream a reality, Shelby knows he needs a talented driver. He turns to his best friend and fellow racer, Ken Miles, portrayed by Christian Bale. Miles is a British driver with an unmatched knowledge and passion for racing. However, he has a fiery temperament and often clashes with authority, making him an unconventional choice for the Ford team. Regardless, Shelby believes that Miles is the only driver who can push the limits of the car to its fullest potential. As they begin their collaboration, Shelby and Miles work tirelessly to develop a car that can withstand the grueling conditions of Le Mans. Their goal is to build the Ford GT40, which will not only compete, but ideally win against Ferrari's legendary race cars. Throughout the development process, they encounter numerous obstacles, including tight deadlines, mechanical failures, and the skepticism of Ford executives. Meanwhile, the film also delves into Miles' personal life. His relationship with his wife, Molly, and their son Peter is portrayed as a pillar of support despite the stresses that come with being a race car driver. Molly, played by Katrina Balfe, is aware of the risks involved in racing but remains supportive of her husband's passion. Their family dynamic adds depth to Miles' character, showcasing his determination and the sacrifices he makes for his dream. As the GT40 takes shape, the tension within the Ford team grows. Executives are eager for results, and the pressure mounts on Shelby and Miles to deliver a winning car. They push back against the corporate constraints imposed by Ford's higher-ups, who struggle to understand the nuances of racing. With each passing day, the stakes grow higher as Le Mans approaches. The story sets the stage for the upcoming showdown between Ford and Ferrari, capturing the essence of innovation, teamwork, and the relentless pursuit of victory. As the countdown to the race ticks away, Shelby and Miles remain committed to their mission, determined to change the course of automotive history. As the development of the Ford GT40 progresses, Shelby and Miles face numerous challenges that test their resolve and ingenuity. The executives are impatient, demanding quick results and pushing the team to meet unrealistic deadlines. Tensions rise as the corporate representatives struggle to appreciate the intricacies of racing. They want to standardize the car and make changes that Miles and Shelby believe will hinder performance. Miles, in particular, chafes under corporate oversight and often clashes with the executives, leading to anxiety about whether they will be able to create a competitive machine in time. Eventually, despite the rocky relationship with Ford, Shelby and Miles manage to get their hands on a prototype GT40 for initial testing. When they take it out on the track, Miles showcases his extraordinary driving skills, pushing the car to its limits. They quickly realize that the GT40 has potential, but it also reveals critical flaws that need to be addressed. This iterative process of testing and refining becomes a central theme in their journey, highlighting the importance of trial and error in racing. As they work through technical challenges, the camaraderie between Shelby and Miles strengthens. Their shared passion for racing fuels their drive to succeed, and they develop a deep mutual respect. However, this bond also complicates things, as they must navigate the politics of Ford while maintaining their vision for the car. The executives, particularly one named Leo Beebe, grow frustrated with Miles' bold personality and disregard for the rules. They want a traditional driver who will listen and obey, while Miles embodies the spirit of innovation and risks. As the first race approaches, Shelby and Miles are chosen to represent Ford at the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the pressure intensifies as they prepare for the most challenging race of their careers. The background of Le Mans is depicted as one of the ultimate tests of endurance and performance, where reliability and speed must be finely balanced to withstand the grueling 24-hour format. The film does an excellent job of building tension leading up to the race. The audience gets a glimpse of the meticulous planning and preparation that goes into the event. They experience the sheer scale of Le Mans, with thousands of spectators, media, and competitors all eager to witness the spectacle. Shelby and Miles feel a blend of excitement and anxiety, understanding that their performance will not only define their careers but impact Ford's reputation. Before the race begins, the film highlights the significance of teamwork. While Shelby and Miles are at the forefront, the support from their crew and engineers also plays a critical role in their success. Their dedication and hard work underpin the innovation they are attempting to achieve. The notion that greatness is a team effort resonates throughout the story, underpinning the narrative that while individual talent is essential, collaboration is what drives success. As the countdown to the race starts, viewers are taken through the thrilling moments of anticipation and the atmosphere of competition. The characters' emotions are palpable, heightening the sense of what is at stake. With the car finally ready and the team in place, they head to Le Mans with hopes of beating Ferrari and making history. The stage is set for an epic showdown, the culmination of hard work, ambition, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. As the 24 Hours of Le Mans race begins, the intensity and drama immediately engulf the audience. The race features some of the world's best drivers, with Ferrari clearly the team to beat. Miles and Shelby's GT40 starts in a less favorable position, but the duo remains focused and determined. The roaring engines and breathtaking visuals create an adrenaline-pumping atmosphere as the race unfolds. In the early hours of the race, the GT40 performs reliably, showcasing the hard work Shelby and Miles put into its design. Miles skillfully navigates the challenging circuit, exhibiting his extraordinary driving talent. His instincts and knowledge of the car shine through as he deftly overtakes opponents, inching closer to the front of the pack. However, the relentless nature of the race creates hurdles that test their resolve. During a pit stop, tensions flare as the Ford team races against the clock to refuel and make adjustments. The pressure of the race exposes cracks in the team's coordination, leading to frantic moments that put their efforts at risk. As the daylight fades and night falls, the stakes rise dramatically. In the darkness, visibility deteriorates, making it increasingly difficult for Miles to maintain his lead. The film effectively conveys the physical and mental toll racing takes on Miles and the other competitors. Tired but undeterred, he pushes himself to his limits. Meanwhile, Shelby anxiously monitors the progress from the pits, sharing the strain of the race with his team. There is a palpable sense of camaraderie as they rally together to support Miles, knowing that every decision they make could determine the outcome of the race. At this point, the rivalry between Ford and Ferrari becomes more pronounced. Ferrari, helmed by the charismatic Enzo Ferrari, embodies a deep-rooted passion for racing. Meanwhile, Miles embodies the spirit of innovation, constantly defying expectations. The film flashes between the contrasting approaches of both teams, providing insight into what drives them. The tension escalates when Ferrari regains the lead and Miles is forced to rethink his strategy to reclaim his position. As the race progresses, Miles encounters a critical moment when he must face the organizational constraints imposed by Ford. During a crucial pit stop, Ford executives instruct Shelby to have Miles slow down to ensure he preserves the car. This decision highlights the corporate versus the passionate racer conflict. Shelby, torn between loyalty to Ford and his commitment to Miles, navigates the complex dynamic. The audience feels the weight of the moment, understanding that a win means everything to them, but at what cost? In one pivotal scene, amidst the chaos and high stakes, Miles showcases his perseverance by pushing through fatigue and frustration. After a heated moment of defiance against Ford's orders, he decides to ignore the corporate directive and keeps racing at full throttle. His decision reflects not just his competitive spirit, but also points to a deeper theme of following one's instincts and passion. It's a moment of empowerment, illustrating that true greatness often comes from breaking away from the status quo. Back on the track, as the hours continue to tick away, tensions heighten and exhaustion sets in. Miles and the GT40 have proven their worth as they surge toward the finish line. The race is not just a test of speed, it's a test of endurance, determination, and the strength of their friendship. As the atmosphere thickens, viewers are on the edge of their seats, anticipating whether Ford will indeed emerge victorious over Ferrari. In the final hours of the race, Shelby and Miles realize that they must work together as they face the ultimate challenge of staying ahead of their rivals while also ensuring the car remains functional. The final lap looms ahead, and it's clear that this is not just a race against Ferrari, it's a race against fate itself as they strive to cement their legacy in racing history. As the final laps of the 24 Hours of Le Mans draw near, the atmosphere is filled with palpable tension and excitement. Miles, driven by a relentless desire to win, pushes the GT40 to its limits, showcasing not only his impressive driving skills, but also the culmination of all the hard work put into the car. The night has been grueling for everyone involved, and the hum of the engines reverberates against the backdrop of a cheering crowd. With only a few hours remaining, the Ford team holds a narrow lead over Ferrari's top drivers. Shelby and Miles must navigate the complexities of fatigue and tire management while keeping an eye on their rivals. During a crucial moment, Shelby makes the decision to push Miles even harder, trusting in the car's capabilities. What ensues is nothing short of breathtaking, a fierce race where every second counts. As both teams strategize for the final stretch, the rivalry intensifies, creating an electric atmosphere as the racers approach the finish line. In the final lap, a significant twist occurs. In a strategic move to increase the chances of winning, the Ford team instructs Miles to slow down, allowing another Ford car to catch up and create a staged finish. This decision is rooted in a desire to showcase a Ford 1-2-3 victory over Ferrari. Miles, however, feels the strain of complying with this directive, torn between the idea of winning outright and the more corporate approach that the Ford executives desire. Though conflicted, Miles dutifully follows orders, knowing that he must respect the wishes of the team and his commitment to Ford. However, his instincts as a driver urge him to push ahead and seize the glory that he so desperately deserves. As they cross the finish line, the race culminates in a dramatic and emotional moment. The cheers of the crowd resonate as they witness Ford's incredible achievement, but for Miles, it feels bittersweet. He has given everything to this race, and while the team celebrates, he grapples with the mixed emotions of having to play second fiddle to corporate decisions. In the aftermath of the race, the film shines a light on the personal victories and sacrifices made by the characters. Although Miles and Shelby defied the odds, the corporate world remains complicated, revealing the realities of business versus passion. In the closing scenes, Shelby praises Miles for his talent and determination. Their friendship emerges as one of the film's greatest themes, a bond forged in the heat of competition, marked with unwavering mutual respect and shared dreams. In a poignant moment, the film reflects on the importance of remembering the human element behind racing. The toll it takes on families and friendships is palpable, particularly for Miles, who must reconcile the thrill of his achievements with the toll it takes on his loved ones. The film concludes with a bittersweet acknowledgement that while victories in racing are momentary, the relationships built along the way are what truly matter. Epilogue. Ford v Ferrari teaches us that passion can drive innovation and that teamwork is vital to overcoming challenges. This film emphasizes the spirit of perseverance, highlighting that success is often a combination of personal sacrifice, hard work, and believing in one's instincts. It reminds us of the importance of valuing the journey as much as the destination and showcases how extraordinary achievements come from the hearts and minds of those willing to challenge the status quo. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this recap of Ford v Ferrari. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Let us know in the comments which movie you'd like to see next. Until next time, see you soon!